Welcome to the Vault Excel. Thank you for joining me. Well, more controversy, hypotheses pertaining to this address 1008 Stafford Court, Hendersonville, Tennessee, allegedly pertaining to a missing child, Sebastian Rogers. We now have alleged satellite footage alleging a truck belonging to stepfather was in the area. I just don't know what to say. It just doesn't stop with these damn people. So what do you all believe? You all believe the man at the house or in the vicinity parked his truck in the area at the home, at his parents' home, was in town. Mother claims he was gone the whole weekend, gone the weekend in an interview. What's the truth? I tell you, my head just spins every time somebody comes up with something pertaining to this case. It's just nonstop. It's always something. So you're entitled to believe the footage or not, satellite footage. I listened to one person try to dissect it and talk about the lighting and this and that, what time of day it was, if it matches footage from the other house. I don't know where this is going, but I just think it just doesn't stop. So let's take a look at this address where Sebastian was living February of 24 this year. This is the address of the house. So this is from Trulia. And it just gives you an estimate of the house. The estimate as of December 29th, it's at about, I think, $735,000. 3 beds, 4 baths. House was sold in 22. I'm assuming to these individuals. Entryway into the home. Naturally, these pictures are not a depiction of how the house looks now, because naturally this was before selling the house to the Proudfoots. Just giving you a layout of the house and how it looks outside, inside. Nice open area. Walk in, go to your left, you have a dining area, if that's what area you want to make it. Another room with French doors that can lead outside to a patio. Another view from that room facing the kitchen area, and another room. Bar style kitchen. Another angle. Front door to dining area, sitting area, kitchen, stairs. Wondered where those stairs went because I didn't think it was an upstairs home, but there's an attic style top floor. Gate, I'm assuming that's for a child or dog at the time, whoever had the home. Kitchen. Not very big kitchen. Not big at all. For $735,000. I'm just saying. Another room. French doors, a lot of windows. Plantation style shutters. A door that leads outside to the patio. Bathroom. I'm assuming this is a master suite. Very large size bedroom. Just enough to put the average belongings in. Dresser, bed, nightstands. Another angle of the bedroom. I'm assuming this would be the master suite's restroom, powder room. Sit-in, walk-in tub on that side. Long counter for your sink. Mirror. Another angle of the tub. Sit-in tub. Perhaps somebody was elderly that lived in this address. There you have a walk-in shower. I don't know what that closet goes to. Maybe it's a dressing room, not sure. There's your walk-in closet. Once again, an angle showing you the bathroom looking into the master bedroom. They call it something else now. Looks like another bedroom. Allegedly 3 bedrooms. Another bathroom. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Laundry area. Window. Look outside while you're washing and drying your clothes. The attic. Whoever had it had an office up there, obviously, office furniture. Other belongings. Skylight in the attic. Could be a bedroom, family room, whatever you like to make it. So what do they have up there now? Curious. Is this a bedroom at the Proudfoot's home? I don't know. Another window. Outside patio. Then it goes outside with some stairs that go downward. So it's screened in, basically, screened in porch with French doors. Nice size yard. Adjoining homes, fenced in, gated, wrought iron gate. Nice size yard to entertain, porch for entertaining, grilling, so on and so forth. Another area, a view of the backyard. It's a nice size yard when you look at from there to wherever the person's standing here to way over there by a fence. That's a lot of yardage. A lot of trees as well. So you have enough space to run around. Children can play outside. I'm sure this child didn't go out there much. Hadn't heard that he played outside. Hadn't heard he did much of anything. Another area view of the outside circular porch. A lot of windows. Another area view. Garages to the side of the house. Fenced in, so we know that fence runs to their house. So that means that fence was probably put up by whoever owned the house at one time or another. Another area view of the backyard. Welcome to About Excel. Thank you. So now this gives you a better view if you want to think about someone entering, exiting. You then would have to climb over a fence to get the child over the fence. Checkmate. Come on with it, Queen. That's why sometimes it's good to go back in time to assess hypotheses. So people were running where exactly? Stay woke. Never thought about this view until now. Something said, pull that house up, Queen. Sorry about that, buffering. I always tell people to pay attention to the storyline, okay? Pay attention. The police told you that he didn't leave. Nobody broke in. So that's all these windows going around the house, top attic windows to the front of the house. So if the child left out the back, because we hear that this street is dark, he jumped over the fence. Would it make sense to go out the front since all this is gated? I'm glad I pulled this up. See, a lot of things you miss in talking about a story. So he didn't jump over this. I doubt it. Didn't go out. Police have told you that he didn't leave. You also have to count people having security cameras on their houses, such as this house and the house that will be over here to this direction. So it doesn't really matter if the house, this house, Stafford Court, doesn't have a security system, whether it was on, off, whatever. Other people have cameras. So even if the street is dark and it doesn't have street lights, Other people have security cameras. So then you got to count the houses that are over here that would be in the back of the house. They probably have security cameras on their house. So anybody walking through, movement, squirrel, possum, the common sense thing is to have motion lights as well. Checkmate. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. Well, the listing is at 735 right here. Says it right there. Their estimate, 735,000. Make it make sense. I always tell people to pay attention to what law enforcement says. Not a YouTuber, not Pookie, not Ray Ray, not Bubba, but the law. He didn't come out. And now that you see that there's a fence connected to this brick home, which he lived in, if you want to say he left without shoes, no backpack, no food, no phone, to jump over a fence when it'd been easier to just walk out the front door. But the police tells us he didn't leave. So you can debunk that theory. Front of the house, front door, easy to just walk out of here. But he didn't walk in, walk out, nobody walked in. I always tell people to pay attention to the information that's been told to you. 1008 Stafford Court, Hendersonville, Tennessee. Make it make sense. Condolences to the Carter family. Former President Jimmy Carter has passed away. Well. Do you believe the satellite images that have been uploaded by whomever? Do you believe this stepfather was in the area? Something that's come about. He didn't get there till 1 o'clock the next day, the 26th, which was on a Monday. But it's only a 3-hour and 37-minute drive, his own words in an interview, doorstep to doorstep. So, Mr. Proudfoot, what took you so long to get to your own home? Did you still have to work an extra hour or two before they could get someone to take your place at work? What time did you notify the people at work that your stepson was missing? Did you notify him? What did you say? Make it make sense. See, you can't put anything together without having knowledge of something. And listening to their version means nothing to me because I'm not going to listen to anything that they have to say. So therefore, you're just guesstimating what you think this one said, that one said. Well, Ricky, I'm not here to argue about what you should and shouldn't listen to. You do what you want to do. I'm not you. I listen to whoever the hell I want to listen to. I'm not going to listen to what they have to say. Why am I going to listen to the people who were last seen with the child? That makes no sense. The child is still missing, and it's almost February 2025. So I'm not getting ready to listen to nothing they have to say, because that's the whole point. Everything's a version from whomever. Even with the police, it's a version. They can only go on what they found and what was told to them. So even if somebody said, hey, I came home at this time, I went here, it's up to the detectives, law enforcement to debunk what these people have told them. Bystanders, neighbors, whomever, doesn't matter. Everything's a version. But I'm going to listen. I'll listen at them before I listen at the people in the story. How about that? I'm not going to listen at nobody that hasn't spoken about their child since spring. How about that? I always tell people to listen to what they told you. They don't have to tell you everything. I would like to think they do have something. But what they don't have is a body, alive or deceased. And I think that's exactly what they want. Verification of alive or dead. Because as I keep trying to tell people, you could chop this story up 1,000 ways. They already told you what you need to know. It's a matter of, do you want to believe it or not? He didn't leave. So they don't leave you but one or two options. He didn't leave because somebody took him out, carried him out, or he never made it there from his outing with his mother. Checkmate. Nobody broke in, no signs of breaking in or breaking out. They're telling you what you need to know. It's a matter of, do you want to accept it? As someone was saying on their network, listening to their content today, going over their interviews where they were just showing their hands, which made no sense 11 days in. Very interesting information once again. 11 days in, you're distraught. You can't be seen talking. 11 days in. Make it make sense. But yet you talked at some point to the news, showing yourselves, reciting what happened that evening allegedly. Stuff's still just a version. Where it didn't go, police ain't told me nothing about a dog scent. Where it went, where it stopped. That's coming from other people who were helping allegedly. That ain't good enough for me either. And if you want to believe the dog scent didn't go anywhere, it didn't go anywhere because he didn't go anywhere. Checkmate. Child liked wearing shoes. He was a creature of habit. We hear that a lot pertaining to autistic children and adults. Most have a routine. If their family has them on a routine, we're going to say he was on a routine. Had an incident as a child with fire ants. So I would assume he would put his shoes on. And as I said, if he was forced to walk out, run out, he probably still put shoes on unless he feared for his life. He ran out. But they told you he didn't leave. So they know this how. Because as I told you, other people have surveillance cameras, I'm sure, on their house. The police does not have to tell you, oh, I talked to this person, that person, the people behind. I looked at their footage. It doesn't show anything. They're not going to tell you that because it's an open investigation. And they don't have to tell you. They're not going to implicate other people and tell you, oh, yeah, on house A, they have a camera facing this direction. House B, they have a camera facing. No, they're not going to do that. They know better than to do that. And then the person pulling up that satellite footage showing lights look like it's from another person's yard. Then so what are you trying to say? The neighbors are involved? I'm trying to understand the point of this satellite footage everybody's talking about. Lights allegedly were over here on the side. So what are you trying to say? Somebody over there on the side had a flashlight, and then the person was where with their flashlights? Over here or behind? Help me understand. People are just fools. You all don't even think. Just say anything. Just ask. So where are the other people with the flashlights? Help me understand. Somebody's over here and they're pointing the flashlight where? Over here? So what are you trying to say? The neighbor's involved? So they got somebody to help and then they stood over on a neighbor's property? Make it make sense, because it don't make sense. You're going to risk standing on somebody else's property so they can come outside and ask you what the fuck you're doing on their lawn? Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm trying to help somebody take a child out. Oh, okay. Well, get back to what you were doing. You'd have to walk every path to check everybody's house to see who has a camera. That means you'd have to walk around everybody's house. Don't you think that'd be suspicious if you want to lay this out to get somebody to run up behind? But ain't nobody ran behind nowhere because all that's blocked off with a fence. Y'all forgot all about that. Y'all don't never talk about that. That whole area fenced off back there. So ain't nobody there with nothing. Just saying. That's the one thing I just realized. All these months later, listening to everybody's he said, she said, there's a whole damn fence. So, there ain't nobody went back there to pick up no kid. It's too complicated. So what's the truth to this satellite business? Satellite, flashlights, drones, Mars, Venus, Jupiter. Where y'all going with this? You all have gone from mattresses to beds to boxes to eyeglasses, pants, AI generated picture. Stop me, I'm drowning. Who's on first? Who's on second? Hell, is anybody even playing ball? You believe whatever you want to believe. As I was saying to a fan earlier, and they were saying, it's no telling what was going on outside this house, February 25th, 26th. People are entitled to go outside and walk around, walk with a flashlight, play with a flashlight, sit in a car, sit outside the car, pick up somebody, drop somebody off. You got to have proof. So what is it? Flashlights, truck lights? Now they're saying it's not the truck lights, dump truck lights. Well, then what was it? I don't know what it was. I wasn't there. That's all it seems, sunshine. Because every other month is something new. Now you got PIs on the case on both sides. Dropping footage of the woman at the restaurant with the child, implicating a guy with a green hoodie. He's probably wondering, why are y'all talking about me? I don't know her. I don't know this lady. I don't know the Proudfoots. I don't know none of these folks. I don't know Sebastian. You just gonna pick me up out of a video and say I'm involved with her. Very dangerous. So y'all just skippity hop from one thing to the other. I'm just saying, make it make sense. You go from trucks to flashlights to AI generated. I saw this, he did this. Now we're hearing about CPS reports. Let me talk about the CPS reports for just a second. Make it make sense if you believe that version, why Seth didn't know anything about any of the reports. He's the father, he's a biological father. His name is on the birth certificate. So you want me to believe these social workers never called the father? Somebody better talk to Queen. Bring me a receipt. So where are you all getting this information about these reports? Because I'm trying to understand anybody investigating. Well, where's the father? Where's the father, ma'am? Where's your father? Where's the father of your child, ma'am? Oh, he live over here. Well, I need to talk to him. I need his phone number. Y'all better wake up. Something ain't right here. I'm woke. So why would this man not know nothing? Report number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he don't know nothing. Then you got to ask yourself why he was allegedly supposed to be moving in with the father. And then poof, voila, he disappears months before. Is it because of these alleged reports or report 1 through 5? Somebody finally reached out to the father. Help me understand. Seth, please help me. I'm drowning. Why was the child moving in with you? Does he know more and he's not telling us? I don't know, because I'm starting to wonder now, because this is the stuff that you all keep throwing out here. Drones and trucks and satellites and moving clowns. Bring a receipt. You can't bring a receipt because the state ain't gonna never tell you nothing about nothing. They're not getting ready to tell you about a CPS report 1 through 5, 1 through 10, 1 through 3. Well, what is the truth? I ain't got the 10 fingers, so let's make it make sense. Because I am not about to start counting on my toes. They too pretty. Shut your mouth. Every waking day, you all got something. And you know what's so interesting about all of this? No matter if I want to believe any of it, you can't tell me what a child is. I'm just saying. This is Summer Wells 2.0. Bring me a receipt. You implicate this one, that one. I was telling somebody today, a fan. You don't want to get wrapped up in that Summer Wells shit. Leave it alone. It's old. It's dead. No disrespect to the baby girl, but you don't want to go in this because it's winded. And this story is becoming another Summer Wells tale. Pookie, Ray Ray, Bubba, Sugar Mama, Sugar Daddy, Cookie Low, Cookie High, just bringing in everybody. Next, who you gonna go look for? The motherfucker from the Dollar General store down the street. You gonna throw him in there next. Come on with it, Queen. Because these people don't like hearing the truth. You just grasping at anything. But yet you don't know what a child is. He said this, she did this. It's the mama, it's the grandmama, it's the uncle, it's the this, it's his sister. And you had a stepsister involved a month ago, remember that? Oh, it's him, he's in North Carolina. He runs up there to see about his son, to see if it's him. Boom, voila, ain't him. Y'all better wake up. Then you threw the girl mama in there. Oh, the mama, she's a child molester. She's this, she's that. No, y'all done went from over here to over there. You done went from California to Georgia to Oklahoma. You tried to throw Seth Friend in it. He did it. He did it. He got the boy. He got the boy. Just on and on and on. Well, who did it then? Damn. I told you I ain't got but 10 fingers. I don't know how many fingers you got. Let's start. Let's take a count. The mama did it. The stepdaddy did it. Chef did it. Proudfoot grandparents did it. What number we at? 3. 3 more fingers. I ain't got but 3 more fingers left. I'm searching. I'm helping find Sebastian. Well, where you at? Horses, drones, dogs. Everybody helping and everybody falling out at the same damn time. He's too difficult to work with. He won't listen. Blah, blah, blah. He made a pass at me. He said something out of the way to me. I'm just throwing out everything y'all done came up with. He leaked the phone call. They're all in it together. He's not being truthful, the father. Why did the mother leave? Oh my God, she went out of town 1 month after her son went missing. Well, what type of mother does that? Exactly, what type of mother? The father, why are you working out of town? Ding, ding, ding. When did you get that job? Ding, ding, ding. Where is this going? I just want to know where it's going. I'm going to tell you this, and this is for K and C. You better hope like hell your car wasn't seen anywhere in a 25-mile, 30-mile radius of your address. Because you will be a cooked bird. Birds. Because a lot of people felt that anyway. that man wasn't out of town. He was somewhere nearby waiting on this woman to take that child to him. What is the truth? And what is sad, if indeed this is foul play, that you would be so low down to get rid of a child for whatever reason, because the reasons really never matter. Trying to figure out the reasons is a waste of time. It doesn't matter. You don't have any business unaliving a child. And what'll be fucked up, besides you unaliving your own child, your stepchild, then here comes the fact that you probably involved somebody else. I don't know if that's true, because really you don't need no help in getting rid of no damn kid. Come on. You know? He's not 7 feet tall. Stop the bullshit. But we have learned with the Oklahoma case, it was a conglomerate effort to get rid of 2 people, a woman and a social worker. So anything is possible. But it's even more sick to know what these people did to those folks out there in Oklahoma. A woman trying to meet up to see her children. Grandmama then conspired with some other hillbillies to knock off this woman and a social worker. So I don't know if anybody else is involved with the K&C. K&C did it. What I do know, I don't believe he ran away. I don't. I sure don't. You know why? Because I'm going to believe what the law enforcement said. He didn't come out of there. Checkmate. And I'm going to ride on that. You can believe anything you want to believe about a drone, a kite, a 747. You entitled to your opinion. I deal with what the law enforcement has to say. It ain't to say they don't make mistakes, but I'm trying to tell you, those people know more than what the fuck they're telling us, because they don't got to tell us everything. They not getting ready to sit here and tell you, yeah, I think one of these parents did something to the kid. Hell no, they ain't gonna tell you that. For what? They ain't gonna tell you that. The people walking around, they still got access to another kid. Hell no, they're not gonna tell you that. For what? No, I want them to fuck up. I want them to fuck up. So I'm going to make sure to keep that quiet. Not going to tell these 2 people, or if I think the father did it, I'm not going to tell them nothing, because I want them to fuck up, because possibly they have fucked up. And police got something on these dirty birds. You all better wake up, because I'm woke. All they want is a body. I bet my bottom dollar. They got stuff on these folks, because the one thing a lot of you don't seem to understand about true crime, you always forget something, okay? You always forget something. And just like what this guy said on his channel, you forgot the shoes bingo card. You forgot his shoes. If Seth walked in and said, all his shoes are here, ding, ding, ding. So now I got to ride the ride that the man that walked in and said, all his shoes are there. But what you forgot is your child had an incident with ants. He would put on his shoes if he wanted to run away, walk out, play hide and seek, meet the neighbor. Damn. You forgot about that. And if indeed they find this child deceased, the one thing he probably ain't gonna have on are his shoes, which is gonna lead detectives and the FBI back to Stafford Court, to the homeowners, the parents. Because when bodies are found deceased, discarded, out in the elements, in pajamas, no shoes, it takes you back to the house to who was closest to the victim. Strangers have no reason to take a body out and dispose of the body. And as I told Mary earlier, yes, we've had cases of people taking people from the home to go to the ATM. That's one reason to take a victim out of the house, then dispose of them if you kill them. But rarely does a perpetrator take a person out of the house. They do their dirty business in the house and they leave them there. So when they find a body out in the elements, especially with no shoes on, they know to go back to the house and check anybody that lived there, visited there, father, mother, spouse, ex-spouse, getting a divorce. You see where I'm going. Say whoa. Exactly. Because people who can't walk don't need shoes. And a dead man don't need shoes. A dead woman don't need shoes. A dead child don't need shoes. As I said, Seth Rogers is entitled to feel however he wants to feel pertaining to his child, because that's not my child. But I go by logic and I go by FBI stats. And the one thing I keep telling people is at least 500 children are murdered by their parents every year. So why would this case be any different? But like I said, the father wants to have hope. That is his right. But I'm not Seth Rogers. I'm an outsider. I'm an outsider looking in, and it don't look good. And I also watch the behavior of the people closest to the victim. And if a person shows that he or she has disengaged, then that tells me that they were disengaged when the person was visible. Checkmate. You can't have it either way. As the mob would say, you either in or you out. Ain't no halfway in. So you can't be disengaged when the person is missing. That tells me you were disengaged when they were visible. So that means you didn't give a fuck about them then. So then I was talking to one of the fans. We've been chopping it up lately, me and Miss Mary. When did you check out Miss K? Child rearing. Did you go into the military to get away from being a mother because you didn't have the guts to tell the father, I don't want to be a mother. I'm seeing signs this child ain't right, and I don't want to be bothered. Because I was trying to get an understanding of when did the child start showing issues of autism, so on and so forth. So allegedly Seth said there were things going on with the child as a infant, toddler, the fluid on the brain. So she knew at some point something wasn't right with her child. Stay woke. When did you check out, ma'am? When the baby was in the womb, when you started to carry him full term, gave birth, saw signs something wasn't right with the baby, too many issues, running to the hospital, running to different surgeons and different people, doctors. Fuck this. This baby is costing too much. Problems, too many problems. I'm tired of running to the doctors. As I was talking to someone who has autistic children and they're near grown or grown, and she started telling me her story, I started thinking about this case. And even this person says they believe that father checked out himself because she was too engaged with her autistic children, running back and forward to the doctors and trying to take care of the kids. And she said, I was worried about my children, trying to get their needs met. But the father probably felt some type of way. And I won't doubt this woman felt some type of way. So instead of her being motherly, she checked out. Seth held the bag. Checkmate. So now the child is getting older and I ain't liking what I'm seeing. Do you understand what I'm saying? He ain't what I wanted. He ain't what I envisioned for my child. He ain't a regular kid that I know gonna graduate from high school and get out here and get in the world and do his thing, go to college, go to work, get a degree. I'm stuck with him. I don't want to be stuck because I've been stuck. Woo! Did it kind of go like that? And I want to know why the fuck this man keeps getting with women with children when he knows he don't like kids. Woo! Come on, preach, Queen, it's Sunday. Lord have mercy. Somebody bring me a church fan. Somebody bring the Queen a fan. I'm going in the belly of the beast. I'm going to call it like I want. You don't like it. You call a lawyer, the doctor. You do what you got to do. I'm Queen. Capital letter Q. You checked out. You got with somebody just like you. Evenly yoked. You didn't care. He don't care. You all better wake up. I'm trying to tell you something. Two dirty birds got, and they were the same. They were the same. She didn't want to be a mama. He don't want to be a daddy. So I'm trying to understand you, Mr. C. Why you keep picking women with children? You don't like kids. You didn't get along with Nina. You didn't get along with her kids before she had a child with you. I still don't understand why she had a child with you, but that's her business. She saw the signs and she still got what you married to. Make it make sense. You keep picking women with children. Why? So now I got to ask, the other wives, do they have children? So now we're going to go in the belly of the beast with the essay. No disrespect to Seth or anybody. I'm calling a spade a spade. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. You've had issues with women with boy children. Come on with it, Queen. What's that all about? What's that all about? Military, hard-nosed. You were probably mistreated by your mother and stepfather growing up. You didn't have a good relationship with your parents. You go in the military, Mr. C. You mad at the world. What's your problem? You mad, Katie mad. Woo! Have mercy. Church fans times 2. And you keep getting with women with children. And then you got a problem with these boy children. So break it down for me. What's your malfunction with these boys? You hitting them, you pushing them, you shoving them. What's up? Why are you getting with women with children? That's all I'm asking. Why are you getting with women with kids? Because what did I tell you all in a live recently? You want me to believe you just gonna let somebody talk you into abusing your child and you go along with it, which we know this happens all the time. People, women specifically, some men too, they see that their children are not getting along with the parent, the other parent, the boyfriend, whoever, girlfriend, and why are you staying? You that in love and addicted to the sex that you're going to allow somebody to push your kid, beat your kid, break your child arm or leg, and you still screwing them and playing house with them? But it does happen. And it leads to stories just like this. The child is missing. You didn't like your child, Miss Lady. The fact you made derogatory comments about his features. He looks goofy in pictures. Wow, that's deep. He looks goofy. Who the fuck says that about their kid? See, that tells me everything I need to know about you. You were tired of being bothered with that boy because he wasn't the American dream. He wasn't the kid that was playing soccer, football, basketball, running track. He wasn't what you wanted. And that's why I said I find it strange that ain't nobody came forward to talk to the news about Sebastian Rogers. You all better wake up. Ain't one kid that came and told a story to the news about how he acted in class. A teacher ain't spoke. A neighbor ain't came to the news. Everybody want to run to YouTube. Fuck YouTube. I'm a YouTuber, but I'm still going to say fuck YouTube, okay? Who the fuck is YouTube? Go to the news, tell the story, then come to YouTube. Checkmate. This is how he acted in school. This is what went on in school. Yes, I had him in this class, this class. He was a good kid, bad kid, whatever. Tell it, tell it, tell it, tell it. What you waiting on? The neighbors. Fuck a YouTuber. Go to the news and tell the news what you saw. What's the difference? You can't say you fear for your safety. You think that those two don't know that you went and told a YouTuber what you saw, pressure washer, this and that, talking down to the kid. They already figured out who you are. So tell it to the news. Be done with it. Tell it, tell it, tell it. Why has no one went to the news to tell the news? Court TV, Nancy Grace, about these people and their interaction with this child. Make it make sense. No relatives have said nothing. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You just want to keep running to YouTube. These YouTubers don't know shit. They just as crazy as some too. Sitting up, running up in people's IG inboxes and messengers. Fuck that. I want to hear the truth. I'm tired of hearing all this other bullshit. All this panel hopping and jumping on panels like you getting free cheese and shit. Fuck all of that. I want to hear the truth. I want to know what the fuck went on in this brick rancher. I want to know how you all treated this kid. I know how you treated him. You didn't treat him well. Checkmate. That's why he's missing. Checkmate. And nobody wants to say it out loud. And the fact that you missed the seat and ran up on somebody's panel or calling in, all because you don't like what's being said to Seth in a chat, that show right there, you guilty of something. You've been quiet for months. Now all of a sudden you jumping out of clown cars wanting to talk. For what? You've been quiet all this time? What you want to talk about now? Because somebody said they think they saw your truck on a satellite. I better call in. They're talking about me. We've been talking about you. We've been talking about you. But that truck hit a nerve, as Mary would say. Queen, I think they're on to something. Queen, I think they're on to something. Why did they call in? Why did they call in? I said, girl, these folks been guilty from day one. That's my opinion. But somebody say something about that dust. You ran out of breath, didn't you? Oh my God, not the satellite. Well, y'all should have been looked up at the satellite. Y'all look up every damn thing else. I don't go looking for nothing. Because I don't got that kind of time. I'm not that type of YouTuber. I'm not going through friend lists. I'm not sitting up looking at Facebook posts, IG posts, K posts, X posts. My time is valuable to me. I'm not an investigator. I'm not a cop. And I didn't come to YouTube to do all that. And when I see it becoming a circus, I don't want to participate. So I'm enlightening you on what is the latest he said, she said gossip, which is still a form of participating. All this snooping around. Where is the boy? All this signifying, digging up video footage of state houses, satellite. Where is the child? That's what I want to know. I'm tired of hearing about this and that and this. Where is Sebastian Rogers? That's what I want to know. I want somebody to get off their lazy ass and go to the news, Court TV, Dateline, I don't give a damn who it is. Tell your truth. I don't want to hear what Pookie Ray Ray told you, Susie Mae told you. I want you to tell what the fuck you realize and notice with these people and this kid. That's what I want to know. I'm tired of hearing all of this bullshit. I'm tired of hearing who fell out with who is a good friend, ain't a good friend. I'm sick of it. Everybody throwing daggers at each other. A lot of you are frauds up here. You make up shit, you pass anything, you get mad at one little thing, and then it's all hell. I'm in my own league. Because I don't rock like none of you. And you all got to stop feeding these YouTubers with this bullshit. Because you all are part of the problem too. Yes, you, all you in the chat. All that panel hopping, jumping, hopping, chat hopping, running back, repeating what the fuck these stupid people are talking about. These people don't know nothing about nothing. Nothing about nothing. Just a bunch of hillbillies running their mouth behind a motherfucking $2 ass Walmart fucking microphone. Where is the kid? Y'all wait till December 24th to go look up satellite. Come on now. Well, I don't know, baby. I don't know who's putting all this information out. All I'm saying is December 2024, we're just now getting satellite footage. Come on now. That should have been the first thing you looked up. Was the satellite footage. Day one. Day one. When you all were digging and worrying about Christopher's CPS reports and what the fuck was going on with Nina, because that was the first gossip that went out. How many times he was married, divorced, all that old stuff. You all didn't think to look up the satellite. Come on now. You digging for court records and all that type of shit. I didn't even know you could buy all that stuff. I mean, I know you could pay for your own court records. You know, if you had an issue with somebody, situation, you can go pay for the, police report. But I didn't know you could pay for other people's police reports. I had no idea until listening to that nasty filth down there in Florida about that little girl that was unalive. So all this digging, and nobody said, let me go check the satellite records. Well, let me go check that out. It is a crime shame. And I was thinking about Summer Wells' case when I was talking to Mary. And I said, you don't want to get involved in that Summer Wells shit. You don't want to go dig all that old shit up. You'll be on YouTube all day. You'll be walking into a plate glass window trying to figure shit out because they brought up everybody they could think of from Rogersville to New York to put them in the story. I mean, y'all pointed the finger at every person that ever knew the Wells. You know what? Way around the corner. Well, he got an SA charge. He went to jail for SA. Maybe he did it. Maybe she did it. Maybe the neighbor did it. All that Jody Sue mess. I mean, y'all just went on and on and on. The guy who slept on the property next door, sleeping in a tent. You just anybody. You didn't give a fuck. Oh, it might have been a utility worker. Oh, the father said they were working on the lines. I just sat and listened. I said, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Are you people serious? These people live in the middle of nowhere. Not like this house here that has neighbors where people can see stuff. The Wells lived in the middle of nowhere. And I know how we rock down here in Tennessee. This is Tennessee. I live in Tennessee. Ain't nobody running up no dusty ass road, broke up driveway, still no kid. You don't know what's up that road until you get up there. It's too risky. Now, mosey on over here, Hendersonville. Police tell you he didn't come out of there. And yet y'all still twirling around in ballerina skirts like you're confused. He didn't come out of there. What are you confused about? He didn't come out of this $700,000 house. $700,000 house and you ain't got no security alarm. Why not? Make it make sense. Oh, let's go over here. You all threw that in there, did you not? He could be in the storm drain. Damn. So I'm just going to murder a kid and walk him all the way over here, drag him, and throw him down the storm drain. I'll be damned. I can't. I'm done. Sweet Jesus, I'm done. It's fence right there. And there's a house right there. You can see right behind there is a house. So who was back here playing hopscotch with flashlights? Yep, make it make sense. And you ain't worried about somebody seeing you? So you're going to drag a body all the way through here, that direction or that direction? Come on, make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. There's a damn fence right there. Oh, they met up. Well, so she dragged the body back here and threw him over the fence, and then she jumped her ass over the fence and carried the body. Well, make it make sense. I'm talking to you. You know every damn thing. Make it make sense. You forgot about that big ass fence. Now go back to what the police said. He didn't come out of there. So basically he's telling you he didn't come out of there, and around the back. Checkmate. Nobody listens. So if he didn't come out of there, that still debunks any theory. Somebody took him out the house, which could be the mother only, to take him where? And dump him, drag him. Y'all don't listen. Because maybe he never made it home. February 25th. Because in the end, everything is a version. Did these people make it to this address February 25th? Because as you see, you drive down this little road and then you turn into this driveway and then you just hit the garage open door, open it, park your car. You don't know what a person took into the house and who was in the car once the garage door is shut. Checkmate. So for all we know, KP went home, opened one of these garage doors, shut it, but was alone. And cooked up this story, February 26th, that she went into the child's room, he was gone. So while you're worried about a motherfucker in a green hoodie, you need to be worried about where she went after the steakhouse. Checkmate. Now bring me drone footage and a satellite footage leaving the steakhouse. You people are slow as fuck. You don't think. You worried about his truck being in the area. Track that fucking car of hers after the steakhouse. So let's go to phone data. What does his phone reveal, Mr. CP? Does his data put him in Memphis from Friday to Monday? Is it at any point his phone was turned off and there's no data to show his whereabouts from Friday morning to Monday, 1 o'clock, Hendersonville? The mother, same thing. Was her phone turned off before leaving the steakhouse, getting in the car? Did she turn her phone off before even getting in her car at the steakhouse? That's what you want to know. It's the phone data. And any cameras nearby the steakhouse on its way to Stafford Court. Of course they know. Exactly, sunshine. The police knows something. I'm going to bet my bottom dollar that they do. They don't have a body. That's why they haven't told us anything. Because the one thing I have learned about true crime, dealing with people's bodies disappearing, and then when the bodies are found, somebody knows something, somebody hid something, somebody lied about something, and somebody forgot something. And I'm sure they're thinking about that. What did we forget? Oh, you forgot something. You forgot them damn shoes. Because the police just said he didn't come out. So if you're going to believe Seth Rogers' account that all shoes were accounted, stay woke now. If all shoes are accounted for, you don't believe he ran away. Either parent. He ain't the type of child to run away. Then where is he? He didn't walk out, crawl out, either entry. Nobody broke in, broke a window, cut a screen. Police said he didn't come out. That means they've looked at the neighbors' surveillance cameras. Pay attention. Everybody wake up, stop acting like you sleep. Exactly. Never a perfect crime. Then where is he? He ain't got no shoes on. Where is he? You talk to the news, what, 1 times, and now it's nothing. Quiet. Hush, hush. You quiet because you checked out. You quiet because he has been a burden to you. You were tired of dealing with Sebastian. You didn't want to have to explain why you're not dealing with him, even if he was living with Seth. And I always felt like this was about Seth. The ultimate revenge against Seth Rogers. And also the child. I can show you better than I can tell you. It's an old saying. You see, when you decide to check out from child rearing, relationships, you don't want to have to explain yourself. And if indeed the child was going to go live with his father, the mother still would have been expected to be obligated to Sebastian. How y'all miss that? I'm woke. You see, expectations is a motherfucker, if you didn't know. The very reason why people commit crimes in the first place. Appearances. Woo! Have mercy. I don't want them folks looking at me. I don't want these people looking at me saying, damn, where the mama at? Why the mama don't go get her son? Why the mama don't spend time with her son? Why the son ain't going to the mama and daddy house? Come on with it, queen, because somebody just don't want to hear it. I'm done. What the song say? I want to be free. They wanted to be free. Then you're talking about CPS reports if true. I want my husband in my house. Woo, queen, stop preaching. I want my husband in my house and I can't have him in my house because CPS told me my child can't be here with the stepdaddy. Yeah, you don't hear me. Is that what this is about as well? Besides you checking out as a mother, you know your husband ain't vibing with your child, vice versa. And if you've been beating the boy up and doing stuff, whether verified or not by CPS, it wasn't going to work. No matter the rendering by CPS, no matter case open, case closed, I want out. I want my husband here. Anybody hear me? So it don't really matter what the reports say. If a motherfucker check out, they check out. So it don't matter if the people said, your son can't be in a house with him. That woman want her husband. He's the prize. Anybody listening? He's been the prize ever since she started dating him. He's been priority number one. That's why he's the mouthpiece for this story. You all ain't listening. The very reason why Kay won't talk on a live stream and Nancy Grace Court TV, because she can't carry the story like her husband can. You see, I pay attention. I'm not your average YouTuber that just sits up and feed bullshit to the camera. I'm a listener. I've been peeped the story. Soon as they stopped talking to the news, they told the story. We checked out. We've been checked out. That's why he's gone. Reason why we don't talk to Seth. Fuck Seth. I don't give a fuck about him. I'm done with it. I ain't got nothing to talk to him about. The child gone. What am I talk to Seth about? Woo, come on, Queen, preach. What the fuck I'm gonna talk to Seth about my child for? My child gone. He ain't coming back. Woo, have mercy. Story over. Y'all keep making up shit in YouTube land. We done with the boy. We've been done with him. We were done with him before you knew he was missing. Bingo card. We've been done with Sebastian. You just didn't know it yet because you didn't know us. We've been checked out from rearing. We tired. We got disabilities. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of my kid. Tired of walking around with an autistic kid. Did I hit a nerve? Did I hit a motherfucking nerve? See, all them YouTubers talking all this old hee-haw shit. I bring you the bang because I'm a 53-year-old and I'm a product of people who hated one another. So I know when I see it, I can smell it. So I ain't got to do all this old jibber-jabbering shit up here for likes and views. I'm a why she don't talk to him. That's why it ain't no communication. Don't nobody want to talk to him. Don't nobody want to deal with him. He's difficult to deal with. Seth's got to carry that burden, not nobody else. This is payback to Mr. Rogers. You all better wake up. What's that old saying in the street? It's some payback for some way back. Not getting ready to fuck around and be bothered with this 15-year-old. I want him gone. As my mother used to say growing up, kill two birds with one stone. Woo! Have mercy. Lord, I gotta chill. Kill two birds with one stone. I get rid of the son, I get rid of that fucking baby daddy. And I ain't got to talk to him no more. I ain't got to take a phone call. I ain't got to respond to a text. Chris ain't got to be bothered. He ain't got to complain. He ain't got to do this. I got the prize. I got my husband. I got this big ass $700,000 house. I'm on easy street. How y'all miss that? I'm on easy street. I can get up when I want. I can work if I want. I can work from home. I can do what I want. I ain't got to worry about no kid. I ain't got to worry about no counseling. I ain't got to worry about CPS reports. I ain't got to worry about my son walking on eggshells. I ain't got to worry about my husband beating up on my kid, using my kid, abusing my kid. I ain't got to hear from the daddy. I ain't got to call the baby daddy. I ain't got to do a damn thing because he is out of here. Now, who the fuck want to keep talking about a drone and a satellite? You all better wake up. Them folks been laughing at all you fucking YouTubers. Just look at them. They make a video every day about us. They just go on and on and on and on. They're talking to the neighbors. They're uploading stuff. They're standing outside. They're filming. They're threatening us. Oh my God, we got to go to the courts. I fear Betty Bullhorn. Blah, 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 blah. And y'all just sit up there and feed that bullshit with them. But you forgot something, Katie, Chris. Did you hear what I said? Y'all forgot something. You forgot the shoes. All that scheming, all that planning. Don't know when you plan to get rid of this boy. Don't know what broke the camel's back. CPS reports, heated arguments, hate. You forgot the shoes. And the police knows this. The TBI knows this. Because that's the first thing they're going to ask. What was the child wearing? What did he wear to bed? Let's go look at the footage from the steakhouse. Let's see what that child had on. Let's ask the father about the child, his relationship. Let's ask him, does he know what he wears, don't wear, like to wear? Let's check the room. And they had already started putting it together. So you can believe whatever you want. These people being in cahoots with the sheriff, all of that. TBI don't give a fuck about Bower Soxes or the Proudfoots. They don't care who they know in town. They don't care that they know the sheriff. They don't care. TBI don't care. TBI don't give a fuck about none of these country ass folks. They're there to investigate the death of a child. So any improprieties by the sheriff or deputy, you gonna be found out. Checkmate. You all better wake up. Once the government gets involved, nobody gives a fuck about who the Bower Soxes and the Proudfoots are, how many houses they own. Nobody gives a fuck. Queen don't give a fuck. How about that? Because guess what? We over here in East Tennessee, we don't give two fucks. Because you're not running nothing over here and nowhere else in Tennessee. So whoever you intimidating and got walking on eggshells in Hendersonville, that's they dumb ass. Because, hey, like they say in the street, what you eat don't make me fat. So I ain't walking on no eggshells from some country ass motherfucker walking around with a fucking mullet. The fuck out of here. You are like everybody else. White, black, Mexican, you are ordinary. You are non-motherfucking irrelevant factor. That's why I keep trying to tell people, stop fishing for nonsense. Stop making up stuff. Nobody cares about 1008 Stafford Court. Nobody cares. You think these white people living in these nice houses give a fuck about who's in there? They don't. So keep calling the district attorney, the mayor, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna call, I need answers. They're not going to give you answers because you're nobody. Like those two clowns that live there. Don't mean to hurt your feelings. But it's time for all of you all to get your thumb and your head out your ass. Stop acting like you're entitled to know what the fuck went on in here. Pretend you know all these entities that live here affiliated with this address here. The two occupants that live in this $735,000 box are ordinary white people who don't give a fuck about you, me, Seth, his family, Sebastian, TBI, Sheriff Office, Hendersonville, Tennessee. And when you can understand they don't give a fuck, you can stop making up shit. They don't care. They have never cared. That woman wakes up every day eating green eggs and ham, sitting back, popping chocolate bonbons in her mouth as if she never had a kid. Same with that Teletubby she's married to. They don't care. They never cared. Sebastian didn't come out of there. He didn't walk in there February 25th. He didn't come out of there February 25th. He didn't come out 26th. When you all going to accept that? Because the police has already looked at the surveillance cameras in the neighborhood. This information about somebody came to the trash can. Got to prove it. Got to prove who it is. I don't know who it is. It's dark outside. Could have been her. Got to show it on video to say, well, the figure's fuller, the figure's small. He's a small kid, she's fuller. Can't be but one or the other. Can't be but one or the other. I'm going to ask this and I want to check out of here. 1 hour and 18 minutes in. Yeah, I said that. Teletubby. Teletubby with a mullet. How long have you all been planning to get rid of Sebastian Rogers? Because that's the scary part of the story. And as I said, there's no disrespect to Seth, because I always like to try to consider his feelings when I do my live streams, whether you like Seth or not. I'm not here to say that Seth is a perfect person. It's obvious the other two aren't perfect, but he is the one rallying for the child. So I'm going to support him for that reason alone. How long you been planning this? How long have you been planning to get rid of this kid? The scary part is he was living in a house with these people, probably more the mother, because the stepfather stayed gone, allegedly working. So this child been walking around living a faux, fake life, not knowing he was never going to be seen again. Thank you, sweetheart. He was never going to be seen again. And that's scary to me, because even as a 53-year-old woman, I don't know when I'm going to not be seen again. I might lie down, have a heart attack or stroke. Now somebody's got to wait to see when they're going to hear from me. Go live, post something to Facebook. Do you see where I'm going? Oh, she's not answering her phone. Life is life. But imagine being a kid and you're just living the life that's been given to you. And you don't know that something bad is getting ready to happen to you. It's scary as fuck. And if to him, which most of us believe something bad is happening to him, I don't want to imagine what he saw and heard. That's something I don't want to think about. And I think Seth don't want to think about that either. And he has every right. I want to think about that. The worst case scenario. Because for Seth to think that his child never made it here on the 25th or was taken out of there unalive, he has to accept that it was by the hands of a two-legged creature, which leaves the mother and her husband. Checkmate. And see, I would have already suspected that when they decided they didn't want to talk to me. That's why I keep telling everybody, don't tell me or anybody how to think. I go by logic and I go by how you act. That's all I got to go on. That's life. That's period. Whether you know the Proudfoot Seth or not. It's called life. All I can judge you on is how you represent yourself and what's on your tongue. Because on your tongue is all your worth. You are only worth your word. So their word ain't bond. Because they don't say anything. You all better pay attention. We knew what time of day it was when you cut Seth off. That told me everything. Because it's not logic with a missing kid to stop talking to the father. For what? Who stops talking to the parent and the kid's missing? Don't you see it was stair step? Two birds, one stone. Get rid of the kid. We get rid of the father. Checkmate. Nothing more, nothing less. And he had to have been in pain, Seth Rogers, to try to understand why are they doing this to me. I'm trying to get information for my kid. What's wrong with you two? Why you won't talk to me? Well, what have I done to you? Okay, we don't meet eye to eye, but why you won't talk to me? Our child is missing. I ain't in love with you. I don't want you back. If he did, he ain't told her. Why you not talking to Seth Rogers? Make it make sense. So when a motherfucker come up talking about, you don't know what happened to Sebastian, I tell them, and you don't either. And you don't know who did what to him. But I know one motherfucking thing. When a person don't want to talk to the father and they got a missing kid, you done something to that fucking kid. Now, do the stats. This percentage, they ain't done nothing. And the child did what? Walked out. Police said they didn't walk out. So that clears that up. Nobody broke in. That clears that up. So now you got this stat. The FBI stat. 500 children killed by the parents each year. Checkmate. Don't play with the queen. You come for me, motherfucker, you better come correct. I'm the baddest bitch on YouTube. You know why? Because I don't sugarcoat shit. Excuse my language. I don't want to hear nothing else. I'm tired of y'all bullshit up here. You can get mad at Seth, Tony Mathis, Bullhorn Betty. Scratch all of that. Where is this kid that stayed here? That's the point of the story. Why these two that live here, stop talking to the biological father? That's the point. Why have you checked out from talking about your kid publicly? That's the point. Why did you run up on YouTube and talk bad about your kid, how he looked in pictures? That's the point. Why did you run off down to Memphis to stay with your husband when your child is missing? That's the point. And why the fuck you ain't been cleared by TBI Sheriff's Department? That's the point. You remove all other outsiders that came in on this story, talk about this story. Ass YouTubers, dog handlers, PIs. You stick to the story, which is 1008 Stafford Court. That's the story. This house. The two parents that were responsible for a 15-year-old kid. That's the story. Police told you he never came out. That's the story. Nobody broke in here. Nobody broke this glass. Nobody kicked the door. Nobody broke the windows. Nobody broke out. Your chat members too, calling everybody out. Nobody broke out. Nobody broke in. Look, take a good look. Nobody broke in. Nobody broke in. Nobody broke in. All of this glass. Nobody broke in. No screens cut. So it ain't no phantom took him, lured him out, because they told you he never went out. No broken glass. More windows. Nothing. Nothing broken. Nothing broken. Nothing broken. Nothing broken. No cut screens. Nothing. Nothing. Stay woke. No broken glass. No breaking out. All these windows. No break-in. Attic. No break-in. No break-in. Glass, glass, screen, screen, door, no break-in, no break-in. Outside, fence, make it make sense. Look at where the door is, to way over there, to hand the body over a fence, and somebody's gonna walk in between all these private properties carrying a body. If this is what you wanna believe, say woke. Make it make sense. This is fenced in. Too much work. Too easy to be seen. Somebody on the back porch smoking a cigarette, frying a hot dog, whatever. Make it make sense. People got cameras. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Too much work. More houses. Too risky. Too risky. You don't know who has a security camera on the back of the house, side of the house. Make it make sense. Motion sensors. Make it make sense. He didn't come out of that door. No window. No break-in. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. More fencing. Come on. Stop the BS. Make it make sense. Where are they running at? Jumping over fences with a body. Come on. He never left out. So that means nobody brought him out. Ding, ding, ding. Hot damn. If he didn't come out, are you also saying nobody brought him out? Or you brought him out in something that leaves the garage? Kay, did you exit out of this house on the 25th or the 26th with Sebastian Rogers? Or when you came home on the 25th, you came in through these garages, raised the gate, shut the gate, but you were alone. Those are the only options you have if you're to believe the assertion from Sumner County Sheriff's Office. The child did not come out of here, or around the front. So he either came out by the garage in an SUV, car, or the front of the house, carried out and not alive. There's your gate. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Front of the house. Stick to what has been said. The child did not come out of this address. So that means they have information that debunks he walked out there, the garages, and the back of the house. So the only way he left out is by another human being in a tub, a bag, etc. Or put in a trash can and picked up by the trash, if you want to believe that theory. But he did not walk out of this house. So those are your options. He was carried out of that door, either unconscious, unalive, through the garages, and I still don't bunk on the theory out the back because there's fencing. It's too much work. There and the side. If he made it home February 25th. Or he never made it home February 26th. He never made it home February 26th. That's what needs to be proven. Did he make it to this address February 25th? Because it is easy to give a version that he went to bed, there was a thud, she spoke to him loudly, he went to sleep allegedly, she wakes up, he's not in his room, then she calls 911, husbands, everybody, whomever. That's a version. Prove it. Prove you came home with the child the 25th. He's not a runner, her own words. So you fucked yourself when you told that. But you knew if you told he was the type to run away, you'd have to give an example, and you'd also have to tell why he would run away. You didn't want to do that, because then that would open Pandora's box to shit not right at this address. So you kept it copacetic. I woke up, he's missing. But I think you know, and that thing you are married to, that the average human being does not believe he was in this house the 25th and 26th, and nobody walked up and broke in. No door or window or attic. You either carried him out, exited out in a car, or he never came home. That's my commentary. Follow the Queen on the Newsbreak app, where I give similar commentary and content. I talk about various topics on this network, and know that this is not a true crime channel. I talk about various storylines. Justice for Sebastian Rogers. Justice for the truth. And if we can't find the truth, that there will be resolution to his whereabouts. Prayers for his father, Seth Rogers. This may not have been a happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, may not even be a Happy New Year, but he needs to lean on faith that God got it. And God will see him through this debacle of his son missing, Mr. Rogers. And my advice to many of you is to stop aiding this foolishness pertaining to this child, the parents. Just stop it. If you're not going to be of any help, then keep your mouth closed. Because I have had just about enough of all this stuff. You're entitled to believe what you want about Stafford Court, the parents, if he made it, left. You're entitled to your opinion. But I don't want to hear any more of this nonsense. Because if I can't get a receipt, then I can't put my stamp on anything. So the only thing I can put my stamp on is what appears to be logical. And the police has no reason to lie about a child not coming out of the house. That's the point. Thank you for your time. Happy New Year. Blessings to you. Be aware of your faculties. Be aware of what you post to social media. Beware of believing the hype and lies. Everything is not what it seems and appears to be. And the one thing I can say, if indeed these two entities did not hurt this child, they definitely show they don't care about him. So it's worse either way if they're not involved. But once again, L.E. says, Sebastian didn't come out that damn door. That's my commentary. Thank you for your time. You've been listening to the Vault XL. Thank you, everybody.